if a girl is in a squirrel suit, is it really pretending? I just need to know this.
I got a kid who pretends she's
Little two, little three, little squirrels. 4 little 5, little 6, little squirrels. 7 little 8, little 9, little squirrels. 30 little squirrel nuts. Little 2, little 3, little squirrels. 4 little 5, little 6, little squirrels. 7 little 8, little 9, little squirrels. 30 little squirrel nuts.
And here we are on our brand new network and absolutely squirreling out. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even change my shirt for this. Oops. Anyway, on my screen, we have Eric that's upside down. So we shall now refer to him as Batman.
I am Batman.
Even though everybody's shown me, yeah. And then we have what name are we going with tonight?
Gail Evans.
Gail Evans. Okay. So let me just tell you, do you know how hard it is? And I mean it, how hard it is for people send you files here and there, and then you got to convert all the files over and mash them together and put a big old smile in there from I recently had to do that, and the reason I had to do that was because we're going to be in a parade, and um,
The date got away from you?
you know, when we talk about parades, let's go ahead and just say there is a team behind every good parade, right? One
Right.
that fills out the paperwork, one that tells everybody when the parade is, right?
Usually, sometimes.
Well, I was informed that we are in Jackson Center's parade, which is this Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, and honestly, there was no high flying thrill of making a float, and I was just going to throw everything together like I do with the seat of my pants. And then there was a song that came across me, and this song has lit my fuse in the best way possible. And I'm excited about this. Now I can go ahead and yeah, I can't wait. So yeah, this song was constructed by a friend of mine, and I thank him very, 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 very much. Um, so thank you, Bruce, very much for you just being that wonderful person. And yeah, I'm just saying, I couldn't be happier at the end result of this. And since he created it, he did everything. Yeah, he might have used the AI system, but he did not use the AI system and just throw it there and say, "Oh, look, it's a song." He used the AI system and corrected it, treated it, and I do believe at one point he probably even bought it dinner because this is absolutely a work of art in my eyes, and I could not be happier. So yeah. So Eric, what you got going on there?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just getting back in the swing of things with work after the long weekend.
Welcome to the field.
Okay. I don't. I've already got this saved. But where did it get saved to? Because it didn't get saved where. Have you ever looked at something and said, "That's not where that's supposed to be"?
Yes. Especially when you have a bunch of files and you accidentally put it in the wrong one or didn't switch which folder you were in. So then you have to go figure out which folder you put it in.
Yeah, and it just asked me if I want to create a new folder. No, I don't want to. Oh, I know what happened. So I got two songs. One's an MP. That's the reason that this is that MP3 thing. I got two songs. One is an MP3 and one's not an MP3. So the MP3 went into one file and the non-MP3 went into another file, which meant another buddy. So I keep on clicking on this song, and it's not what I want. It's not what I want.
Make sure you have the right file.
I do have the right file, but it's not underneath the right filing system. Does that make sense?
Yes, maybe. I guess.
It's not my fault technology's went up and over me. I want people to. It's great when it works, but when it doesn't work, it's not my fault. That's what I'm saying. I want it to be my fault. One day it will be my fault, but not today. Not today. Gail Evans, what you got? Because
somebody's struggling.
I'm struggling here so much. I'm about ready to crack out a puppet. How's that make you feel?
Oh boy.
I found out I was the frog in a story. Not generally me, but the frog was named my name, and I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
Me, but the frog was named my name. And the story had a good twist. Other than that, just a normal PT. Try to figure out how to feed everybody. And realize on PT days, I don't have enough time in the afternoon to figure out how to make a podcast work.
Oh, so in this, yeah. All you gotta do is let me know. I didn't see that message, and then all of a sudden I come back down to the basement from checking something, and I get a notification, or I get a wife that tells me, you got a phone call. Ooh, who is it? Oh.
Don't worry, I did tell her how beautiful she is.
Well, that's good.
Other than that, SSDD, man, mainly. The summer SSDD is very different each year.
Yeah. Eric, how about them Reds?
Oh, they're playing games. They win some, they lose some. People get hurt. You know, sports.
So
they don't have a game tonight.
Yesterday, had to go down to Cincinnati. Did it today too, but went down to Cincinnati yesterday. And when you go down to Cincinnati, you never know what will be closed. And let me just tell you, when a road closes, it is an opportunity to learn more about the road systems down in Cincinnati. Let's give it up to the street that doesn't have a detour this direction.
Oh,
sign. It only kicked me over one street, so in theory that should not be a problem, right?
Correct.
So,
but size and turn space.
That would be the thing, okay? So I went down and I'm like, oh, okay, I could turn here. And I looked and there was a very, very cranky looking construction guy looking over at me like, not this one. Don't turn here. So I went down to the next one. Next one was the street that goes between the football field of the Cincinnati Bengals and their practice field. And there was two gentlemen there staying in the middle of the road, and I'm like thinking, oh, look at these gentlemen, free targets. No, they were actually stopping traffic because the Bengal players were actually coming across.
To or from practice?
To practice. I mean, they were going to the practice field. I assume it was practice.
Yeah, because it's OTA time. So that makes sense.
Unless they're having a picnic. Do you think they were having a picnic on the field there?
Maybe after practice, when maybe if the players' kids show up. But I'm assuming like sometime in the morning or afternoon, they were probably supposedly doing stuff related to football.
Well, it is the Cincinnati Bengals, so I don't think that they're picnic people. Now, if we would go up to Chicago for the Chicago Bears, I've heard that teddy bears have picnics.
Yeah, I don't know if Bengal tigers are very picnicky type.
Tires? Bengal tires?
Yeah, but tigers, it's like
tires.
Words. Well, that's probably...
I need somebody to verify at some point, does the Cincinnati Bengals have picnics? I'm just saying. People want to know. Would that be our breaking news? I mean, that would be great having it. Breaking news: the Cincinnati Bengals have picnics.
If you find out, I can make a video for you that does breaking news.
Well, we got the icon. Look, it pops up. Look, it's right across my bald head.
I was able to make one for my. It comes in the night story with the breaking news sound and everything.
Oh,
look at that!
From the buttons.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. This one, we have a problem with this. Now, if we go and we adjust it over here, then I can go do, and it doesn't attack the icon of the squirrel. Yeah,
dude, that's up to you.
That's up to whoever. I mean, anybody want to take a guess at it? Yes, there's more buttons. Lots more buttons.
And what type of animal are you if you were an animal?
The way I'm acting right now, just a squirrel because I'm fucking nuts.
I was told I'm a frog.
Yeah, I see that. I always thought it would be cool to be a turtle. Taking my time, pacing around.
Have a protective shell.
Eating people's strawberries in their gardens.
What did you say you would be, Eric?
I don't know. I'm still thinking. I've heard that. I've had that question, but never really come up with anything.
Please tell me you're not going to be a donkey.
No.
Okay.
I
know people have called people jackasses.
I get told that I'm an ass, so I think can't count that one out.
I'm just saying, there's opportunity for change, Eric. Opportunity for change. Let's see what other controls we have in here. Oh, you want to see a video I made, Eric?
Yes.
Yay, I did that.
It's beautiful.
Did it take me more than 20 minutes? Yes. Did I have to learn something about an app I didn't know? Yes. Have I been messing with that app over and over and over again? Yes. Am I putting more stuff together? Yes.
Well,
And what is the app called?
This app right here. Hold on, please. Do 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 do. Where's it at? Oh, PixArt.
Hmm.
PICSART.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I think Nepper would have been able to do better, but you know, I tried.
Yep. That's all that matters most times.
What'd you eat for supper, by the way?
What the heck did I have tonight? Oh, meatballs and pasta and some broccoli.
Well, you get those fancy chef things, don't you?
Yeah. It's supposed to help with portion control and health stuff.
I had Pizza Hut. Kid White Pizza Hut.
I had chicken sandwich.
Which, if Raven always picks what you guys are gonna eat, and that's a wild card of four different choices, probably, right? Or is she not that? She isn't really picky, is she? At least aware she eats.
All right. She goes by the four main food groups: chicken nuggets, macaroni and cheese, French fries, and ice cream. That right there. That's the food groups for her.
So that's whoever has the best of that given food group on that given day is where you go.
Right. No.
No, not
just
that.
because that's her food groups doesn't mean that that's the way it's going to be. I'm a firm believer in you traumatize your child a little bit and they'll be a better person because they'll be like, man, I want to be better than my parents. Hell yeah, do it. Okay. I don't mean to traumatize the child. What I mean is if you're strict and you have set rules and this and that, they'll in the future they'll say that it's traumatizing, but it's not. It is creating a environment which your child's character is able to bloom. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That does make
Okay.
sense because we do have rules that they do have to follow. They have a chore chart. They have okay, we got to do this. But also, I've been able to reframe it as you're not Cinderella, you're having adulting classes. Because have you not noticed what mommy does anyway?
So, my role is survival. If you are a child that wants to survive in this world, and I believe that we all do, right?
Yes.
We need to learn things, and I am a slow learner. I learn at a slow pace, so it took me quite a lot longer, I will admit, for me to be able to build these skills. But now that we have built these skills, unfortunately, I have a bad situation that's called workaholic syndrome. And I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I'm not happy unless I'm working on something. If I'm sitting idle, I get bored and I let my brain start exploding. And no one likes that. But these things are very, very important to understand. And we want to do our best. That's why my daughter had a coping skill class last night. We're going to call it that because, you know, the mattress that you put in a baby crib, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the same mattress that you use in a toddler's bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. You're following along. um, so Raven has had this since she was a baby. Then we went to a toddler. Then she went to a big bed, and she's kept this mattress, even though she don't sleep on it in the big bed. She's kept a mattress. Now, what do you do with this mattress? It's old. It's cracked. The springs are about ready to pop out of it, and you're just waiting for the next moment for something to go horribly wrong. You get rid of it, right?
Correct.
Well, here is the coping. My daughter's seen the mattress that she's seen every single day being thrown into my car to get thrown away. Okay? Do you think my daughter handled it well, or do you think she went belligerently stupid? Stupid being used in the lack of judgment.
The latter, knowing Raven.
Okay. So she bawled and cried and said she was going to miss it. I came outside with her tablet, and she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to throw this away." She goes, "Why?" I said, "Well, you haven't had the tablet as long as you've had that bed, and we want to get rid of the bed, but you don't want it gone, so we're going to keep the bed and throw away the tablet." So the daughter compromised, and this is where my daughter showed that I am growing, is when she got into the point where she's like, okay, I need to let this go. She looked at the mattress and said, "Bye, mattress, I will miss you." You didn't need to do that, but you did. And in that somehow, some way, made her feel better. Okay, because she is growing up. So yeah, that's the things on my plate. Clan. Go ahead, frog woman.
I understand that. But with the move, it's actually changed a whole bit. The first time we moved with Dante, he's like, "When are we going to go back? When are we going to go back?" And like for the first week. But this move was different because the building moved with us.
What?
And since we were able to take his home with us, he's like, "But when are we going back? I want to go into the pool." I'm like, "We're not. We no longer have use of the pool."
Okay.
He's like, yeah, the pool came with rent. There was different places to chill out, covered places to picnic, because it was a camping area.
Okay.
So there was all sorts of things, and they loved the pool. And he hasn't as often asked, "When are we going to go home?"
Because home is home. It's just
Yeah,
slightly,
home came with us.
Slightly different location. And he
Yeah.
probably doesn't fully comprehend.
But he's starting to get the idea with where the new place home is in. He can go to Granny's house a lot easier. She's next door. So,
And
that's been easier for him.
when you get older, you still move and you make changes and this and that. So, first time you moved out, Eric, you moved where?
Went up to college.
Okay.
If you want to call that, it did come back, but I guess.
Well,
it would have been
a stable place to live. Let's put it that way. College is not a stable place.
No,
it is a place that houses you.
The heck, I know that. Well, I moved multiple states. The first official move, all the way down to Texas, and that. Well, I guess ended up
Ooh,
in Kansas City.
where?
I was hired in with a company out of Houston, so I was down there
Oh,
for
okay.
like 3 weeks. So yeah, I can imagine the culture shock of small town Ohio. Largest cities really like Cleveland, Cincinnati, or Columbus.
Coming from there to Houston,
Yeah, and basically,
that is
just
not
yeah. So
that
basically,
will blow your
just
mind.
yeah, it's basic standard. I-75, 2 lanes each side. At that time, still 65. So get up to Houston, and it's 8 lanes, give or take, even more, maybe 70. Which now everything's pretty much 70, so it's not a big deal. Like I'm 75, so when I can set cruise at 80 and just be just blowing down the highways on good weather days, obviously. But
Yeah, but then again, it takes forever to get anywhere in Texas.
yes, and if you in a matter of 10 to 15 minute dip, or a matter of like 5 minute difference of when you leave somewhere, sometimes you might lose 30 minutes in your trip.
Yeah.
I'm learning that here too in Columbus. Maybe not to the great extent of like Houston, but
No, last time I went to Houston, I added 2 extra hours onto the schedule because of, oh my God, traffic.
yeah. I lived in the DC area too, and that's kind of the same thing. Maybe not like as constant in Houston, but if there's a wreck somewhere, you're probably adding an hour or two. There was a time I was living down in the like 35 miles away. So here, like in Ohio, like you say 35 miles away, you can probably make it in 30 minutes on a good traffic day and going a little faster than speed limit. There, so the first couple times I was going up to DC for a baseball game. Game was at 4, started at 4:10. I had a doctor's appointment like 12:30. Got out of there 1. Went left straight from there. Not much difference than what if I would have left from the apartment. And there was a wreck or accident somewhere, and I took detour. It took me 3 hours. I got to the parking lot where I was gonna park right when the game started.
And then right now it's May, so on top of that, you get to add the flooding to things.
Yeah.
Clark County, Ohio, got a wonderful brand new introduction to flooding. They had a situation that was basically, look, there goes your tire. There goes an air tire. And I'm pretty sure that's a refrigerator. And, this time of year, we expect these things. We understand these things are going to happen and this and that. So, no shocker, I guess, but still, it's different,
You're in some communities that aren't quite used to it or get more than what their flood systems can hold. Like your Bluffton side of the think there. There's a reason why the Walmart was built with what they had around it, because the Blanchard River can get angry at times. I think it's the Blanchard. And those, in that area, it's very low area.
And honestly, I don't even think that anybody really knows what's going to come this way. One of the key factors with flooding is, where's the water coming from?
Yeah, so it doesn't even have to rain in your area for it to
right. And that being one of those important things. The more parking lots we put up, the more buildings, water's got to go somewhere, and it's not going through the asphalt to get down to the nice ground.
No.
But you know how it is. So, what we got going on this week?
Just more work, I think, this weekend. Just kind of standard chill weekend. Donating plasma and working out. Maybe start getting stuff organized in the apartment.
Yeah. I mean, that you still ain't got it organized.
I mean, I still got. It's just I got another thing, a shelf to put that together and kind of getting some more things out of bits. Man, I got it to where it's livable now. It's just a matter of not having everything just kind of in big piles and boxes.